Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to Divine Designs. I'm going to be doing some more resin projects here, and we're going to have some fun. I am trying out some new pigments that I got. We're going to try these out on 3 different things. These are the Let's Resin pigments, and we're going to be trying these out. I have never used these before, so I have 3 different projects here. These are all from the February resin molds box. So I'm going to do these up. I thought this would be fun to do this and try these out. I already have my resin made up. I just have to color them. So let's get some containers out here. All right, so I'm gonna do, this is a Highland Cow. We're going to do this Highland Cow first. You put a little succulent in the back of him when he's all done. And I don't have a brown, so I got on the site, and you use these 2 or 3 colors here to make a brown. So we're gonna see how that works. I don't need that cup. We'll just do it this way. Hopefully this will work. Oh, I don't have any of these open. Just a second, let me open these. All right, so if we mix these 3 colors together, we're supposed to get a brown. So let's see. And I don't want it a dark brown, so we're going to do a little bit at a time to see what color brown we can get. Because a Highland Cow is a light brown, and that looks more green to me than a brown. Wow, that looks green to me. So what color do I use? Let's add some yellow. Let's see if that makes more of a brown. Okay, we're trying this. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna add more yellow, because I don't want it green. We don't want a green Highland Cow. We want a brown. And that still looks more green to me. And I don't know what color to add to make it more brown. But I don't want it green, because Highland Cows are a light brown. I think this is going to be a better color. And I can always highlight him. Okay, so let's get lids on these, because I will make a mess. Let's try a little red. See if what that does. I hope it doesn't make it more green. Oh, actually, that looks better. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, as it's even sitting, I think it looks like a better color. Okay. Let's get a little alcohol sprayed in here and help with the air bubbles. And we're gonna pour it slowly till it goes down. And I may have to use some markers on him, we'll see. But I want to eliminate as much air bubbles as we can. Do a little squeezing on the ears and the horns. Okay, I am going to just do it right here for now. Let those air bubbles come to the surface, and then I can add the rest and dome it up. Okay, so now the next one is the butterfly. And this one is where we're going to be using different colors for the butterfly. So we'll mix this up. Try and do as even as I can. I'll leave some in there in case I need to top off. Oh, I gotta open this one, just a second. Okay, I got those all open, so let's get the colors in here. We're gonna do 3 drops of each one and see how it turns out. And I probably should have shook these up a little more. Let me shake this one up a little more. I did have them shook up at one point, but I got busy making resin and stuff, and I let them sit for a little bit. So we need to shake them up a little bit more and get these colors good. So I'm using purple, pink, orange, black in this one. So let's get these mixed up good. We're gonna make ourselves a pretty butterfly. That's it. I might want these a little bit darker. These don't look like they're as dark as I want them to be. So we will try and make these a little bit darker. The black looks pretty good. Maybe. And the orange. Okay, I believe I want a little bit more in these. orange. A little more black. Purple. And pink. These are beautiful colors. And those of you that follow me know that I love my butterflies. I have butterflies everywhere. In my garden, in my house. I wear them. I have tons of butterfly earrings and necklaces. I love my butterflies. Okay, that looks better. And then the orange. Yes, this is looking much better. I'm worried about my Highland Cow. I'm afraid he came out more yellow than brown, but I can fix him up with some markers too. And then I can always make another one at a later date. I'm sure I will. Highland Cows are the coolest. Okay, I gotta wipe my hands off here. Okay. So now let's see here. I want to look at this. So this is going to be like this. So I want to put black in here first, because I want to have black around the edges of the butterfly. So I mean, butterflies have a little bit of black in them anyway, but I wanted some around the edges. And I think maybe up in here too, for the body. And then I can put the rest in. Okay. Now we can just start adding the colors. Pink. Purple. Orange. Okay, I think that's going to look good. I don't think I need to do anything else but that. So now we can just pour. There we go. here. And pink, pink. Purple. And orange. And then take the black and put around the edges some more. Isn't this going to be so pretty? I love it. Okay. Now we're going to let that one sit. And we can do this one over here. Let me get this cleaned up. Okay, so now we can do this one. And I have the resin made up for this also. It's sitting right here. Okay. And so we're going to have white. We're going to have green. And we are going to have blue. This is a sapphire blue. See, I need some stirrers. So here is the white. And this is the green. Wow, look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful shell color. Florida color. I live in Florida, so I do a lot of stuff with shells because Mother Nature gives me free shells. And this is the blue. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Wow. Okay, I'm going to spray this a little bit. help with those bubbles down there. And we're going to start, I believe, with some green. And we're just going to start right in the center. Because we're just going to mix colors. A little bit too white. And a blue. Oops. It's no problem with these sticks. They get in the way. Green. Oh my gosh, is this gonna look so cool? And blue. And white. Green. Blue. White. Okay, I have to make sure that the bubbles, there's no bubbles in there. Okay. Now I don't know where I left off. I think white. Green. This is going to look so stinking cute. Okay, this is going to be it for the colors. I think we got all the colors in here. We got this filled up to where we need it. Now we're going to let this sit. We're going to let these all sit. I might go through and see if I have to top anything off. But everything looks good. Look at this. That is going to be the coolest. I gotta make sure there's no air bubbles in there. Look at that air bubbled. Okay, I have to play around with this. Make sure there's no air bubbles. Oops, 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 shoot. Okay. Let me play around with this, make sure there's no air bubbles. I see one right there. Look at that. Okay. All right, we will be back for demold. Welcome back. We are back to do some demolding. So let's see, what do we want to do first? We'll do the butterfly first. So let's see how these turned out. Now this was with Let's Resin pigments. So I'm hoping these turn out so beautiful. I've never been disappointed with Let's Resin yet, so let's see here. Oh, look at the butterfly. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Look at the colors. That is just gorgeous. Okay, let's get the tray. Little bits at a time here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love, this is my favorite part, but sometimes these demoldings can be a little tricky. Go. Oh, you know what? I thought this was an actual trinket tray, and now I see what it is. Look, there's a hole. Look at there. Isn't that beautiful? You could put something in there. I'd have to glue the lid on. Oh my gosh. You could put a light in here. Oh, we'll have to think about this and what to do. Okay, but that is just beautiful. Look at this butterfly. Didn't that turn out gorgeous? Okay, I did see that. I thought it was a trinket tray, and it is not. So we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with that. Okay, so this one here is the shell. So let me work this around here to get this started. I'm excited for this shell because I love anything that has to do with shells and water and oceans, and that may change one day, but right now I still love it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is that gorgeous? Oh, I am loving these colors. Look at that. I'm hoping that you can see what that looks like. Oh my gosh. Okay, now my cow. And he turned out actually a little more yellow than what I planned. So we're gonna do something with him. We're gonna decorate him up a little bit because he turned out a little more yellow. I have a little overflow on him too. Okay. I have a feeling he's gonna be a little more difficult to, maybe not. Get around his head and his ears and horn. Okay, get around his ears here. Oh my goodness, is he cute. I did a little too much. I gotta look at that. I got a really bad overpour there. I might have to trim him all off there, but he is so cute. Look at him. I'm going to have to paint him up, but he is cute. Look at there. Oh my gosh. Look at that tail. Is that tail so cute? Can you see the tail? Okay, I'm gonna trim him up. I'm gonna paint him up. This here, I just don't know if I'm gonna have to do anything with this because this is so beautiful. I got some gems here out to see if I need to do anything, but I don't know. This is just gorgeous. I don't know if I'm doing anything with that. This here I need to glue together. I think I might put some lights in it. And then maybe some dried flowers or something in here. So, okay. Let me get my stuff together and see what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're gonna get these straightened up here and I'm gonna show you what I do in order to get my stuff to stick faster. So, because I want some E6000 on here. So, I will put some in here, but this will take a while to dry. So what I do is then I take my glue gun and just put a few drops. It does not have to be a lot, just a few to hold it in place until this sets up. And you have to work kind of fast. Okay, so there we go. And that glue gun will hold this in place, and then the E6000 will make it permanent. But I have to get the excess off of there. That'll clean all off. I'll wait till it dries. And I can see it just peels off. Okay, so now what I want to do is I decided I'm just going to put lights in here. That's all I'm going to do, is just put lights. I tried it and it looks beautiful. So I'm just going to stick some lights down here. Run this in the back. I will probably hook this to the back here so that it stays. But this is what it looks like with the lights. Is that beautiful or what? I love this. That is so pretty. The lid's on there now. The lights are in there. I will do a couple dabs of glue in there to hold the lights down. But I'll take some pictures of these when I get it all set. But that's so beautiful. I love it. So we'll just set this back there. This I'm not going to do anything with. I just love the way this turned out. So I'm leaving this exactly the way it is. And then this little guy, I got him trimmed up. And I have to color him up a little bit. He is just a little too yellow. So I'm gonna color him up. And while I'm doing that, I am going to put you guys on fast forward. And you can enjoy the music. So enjoy the music. Okay, I am back. I have this Highland Cow done as best as I can. He was pretty much of a fail, but he didn't turn out too bad. He's kind of cute. I'll put a little planner in the back of him and take some pictures so you can see what he looks like. But he didn't turn out as brown as I wanted him. Next time I do him, I'm going to use actual mica powders, the brown mica powders on him, and do him. But I did the best I could with what I had. His color didn't turn out just right, but the other ones here are beautiful. I couldn't ask for anything better on this shell. This shell is beautiful. And look at the butterfly. That is just absolutely gorgeous. So I'll take pictures of these. I'm gonna put it like this so you can see what it looks like. But I'll take pictures of these and they'll be at the end. So if you like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.